I can't feel my face now.
The gun. Do we know how the suspects got a hold of the weapon?
Car burglars.
Car burglaries. Yeah.
Yo. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I be trying not to laugh when I do these videos. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. He looked back like, how did they get the guns though? Car burglaries. Car burglaries. Then he had the nerve to be like, yeah. Bro, 12 is out of control, dog. They out of control. This is in Florida? Florida sheriffs? Oh, man, dog. I'm not going against anything they're saying. I don't know what the topic is about. I just thought that little segment was funny, bro. Forgive me. Let's continue.
Ain't that right? All the gun laws we got in place didn't prevent it, did it? Neither will any new ones. Because here's the fact. The bad guy's going to get a gun no matter what law you have put in place. These juveniles shouldn't even possess a handgun. But they did. And I'll go back to you. Add your question. A simple burglary, as some people will say, but I don't consider anything simple when it comes to a burglary. The law allows me, I'll plaster their face up on this page, up on my page, up on media. I will hand it out if the law allows me, because parents have the right to know who their kids are hanging out with and preventing this.
The gun. Do we know how?
Man, he got real serious right there, and he was absolutely correct. Criminals are always gonna get their hands on whatever they need. So why are you gonna make it hard for the law-abiding citizen to defend themselves? Bro, it's unconstitutional. Gun laws are unconstitutional. Let's just keep it a buck. The forefathers knew what they was doing. We've been over this in past videos. If you haven't seen them, go back and check them out. But let's move on.
You and I both agree that men running through women is detrimental to our society.
Yes.
The argument that I would make is in years past, when there were stronger patriarchal structures over society, there were decreased rates of men running through women because we had greater amounts of tradition in society. This whole liberation thing that is intimately tied into feminism, I would say that feminism is largely to blame for so many women in our society getting run through, because earlier in the conversation, Destiny was making the point that nowadays we live in a society where a lot of women, both liberal and conservative alike, they want to go and build their careers and they want to go and enjoy their lives, and a big part of that enjoyment of their lives involves being free in their 20s. That thing that you dislike, that is a fruit of feminism.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things historically that patriarchy protected against, because traditionally speaking, it was a father's job to protect his daughter's virginity and her purity and all that kind of stuff. That's a good thing for society. This liberation stuff that's burning women is a fruit of feminism. You and I
forget what his name is. Chase? Something like that. Yeah, Chase. I believe his name is. Bars. Hey, I like that shirt though, Chase. You're gonna have to hit me up. Let me know what's good with that shirt. Bro, absolutely correct. When women were more traditional, they weren't getting ran through like that by dudes. Dudes weren't even able to run through women like that because there was a price for it. Now you get it so easily. It's so obtainable. It's low in its stock value, to be honest with you. I mean, everybody's got the price to get it. You know what I mean? And then you got some of them that be like, yeah, I want to settle down with a high value man, but I give it up really to anybody who makes me warm. You know what I mean? So don't sit here and be like, oh, it's men to blame, that men are running through women. No, men are going to get what you give them. They're going to take what you give them. It is what it is. If you didn't give it up, if you were more traditional, if you made it worth something, you didn't flash it all over the internet, for instance. You didn't have it on your social media page. That's why, like in the Middle East, for instance, bro, the women are covered up for a reason, because a man, listen to me. If you're a woman right now and you're listening to this, understand what I'm about to say is from a man. Every inch of skin is more arousing to us. It's just how it is. If you show it all, we become desensitized to it. After 150,000 photos that we done seen of butt cheeks falling out and cleavage and sheer tops, it's just the norm now. Y'all made it the norm, not us.
An EMP threat. What's the probability of that happening?
So an EMP, it can be the end goal. You can't create it like in a movie where it's like a little electrical battery that just sends out a pulse. It has to be something of a larger explosive. EMPs are also the natural byproduct in a nuclear detonation. Most people, when they think of a nuclear bomb, they think of a nuclear bomb that comes and is delivered by a rocket, hits the earth, and then explodes, creates a mushroom cloud and a fireball. What they don't realize is that a nuclear warhead can be detonated at any altitude. A large warhead at a high altitude, you would have a huge EMP. Anything that's got a smart chip, modern day cars, cell phone would be neutralized. Your old school Chevelle should still be good to go, but your Tesla would not go anywhere. It'd be a brick. The more likely way that we would see anything like this happen is we would first see a cyber attack that would neutralize our ability to identify the incoming weapon that would discharge the EMP.
Do you think that this is a realistic scenario? An EMP?
Could it happen? Yeah. I don't think in the context of what we think, though. I think if an EMP was to go off on, and this is why I don't think like AI, if AI was to ever like take over and try to like enslave the human race or destroy the human race, I don't think they would try to use nuclear powers to do it. For the simple fact of the EMP, right? Because then they would create a zone that they could not enter into immediately. They'd have to evacuate the entire zone and then, reoccupy it, which would just give humans the opportunity to do certain things. So, but I think it would be an opposite thing, right? Like humans would try to use EMPs to neutralize AI. Like, let's keep it a buck, right? I don't think it would be like what we think, like this country trying to take over this country type of situation. I think EMP, personally, this is my personal opinion too, so like take this with a grain of salt, but I think an EMP would be used to save the human race versus human on human type of stuff. You know what I mean? It just, is it likely? If it ever came to that, it's there. That, I'll say it like that. That's a real interesting thing, because EMPs, you don't realize they're gonna take you backwards in time. Right? Most of y'all who are watching this video, you probably can't remember a time in life ever where you didn't have some form of technology, of electronic technology, right? Before, like I always tell people, keep one vehicle if you can, right? Keep one vehicle that's as basic as it can get. A vehicle like that's carbureted, it doesn't run on fuel injection and have microprocessors or whatever. If you can make it run on water legally, if you can make it run on ethanol, just straight potato skins, right? Whatever you can do, keep one. In the event you good. You know what I mean? Like, that is an interesting subject to talk about. We should probably get more into that later episodes.
This is the actual clip of Elon Musk pondering the answer to a question on television yesterday. Listen.
Do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position because, and I know it because he shares so much of it?
All right, here we go. He's thinking, contemplating his answer. Still looking off into the distance.
You know, I'm reminded of the scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
You want to share what you have to say?
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Is this man an alien, dude? Is Elon an alien? Is he Anunnaki? Is he something, bro? Like, he ain't human, dog. Is he AI? Is he a cybernetic being? What is this man? Is he a man? I don't think he's a man. Man. Bro, this dude, it's funny, right? Because he's got all this money, all these businesses that seem to just be amazing. Like, I'm willing to buy a couple tiny houses off this dude. You know what I mean? SpaceX, Neuralink, Tesla, a plethora of stuff, right? PayPal. I know that's not his no more, but you know. And then he gets Twitter and says, I'm just interested in freedom of speech. Because freedom of speech is that's the First Amendment for a reason. It is the most important amendment. And then the second one, to defend your right. But the freedom of speech thing, he takes over Twitter and starts saying whatever he wants. No censorship. Now, you and me as regular humans, we're looking at that and we're saying, that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, and not fear being canceled or, you know, the ramifications of what comes with being canceled, right? Like humiliated and just basically attacked by all the media and all this stuff and just dogged out, basically, you know, turned into garbage in the eyes of the lesser-minded people. But is it real? Or is it a play? That's what we all thinking, right? We're all wondering, like, is it a play? I don't know. I don't know. That's something to think. Comment below. Let me know. What do you think? You think Elon is genuinely a human with genuine cares about what happens to humans? Or you think there's something else up? This man is just a plot. He's trying to gain our trust. He's trying to get you to trust him so that he can do something that you don't know is coming yet. That's why he's setting up all the things with going to Mars and taking over your brain with the Neuralink stuff and then putting you in a tiny house. I don't know, man. Comment below. New era.
I'm feeling quite bad, so take another token. Yeah, there's jokers all around.